Hello everybody, it's Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So, we ended the previous episode, finally getting to understand the Sylphs a little bit more after we rescued their dear elder. Now, after we completed that mission, returning to the new adder, we were told to head back to the Waking Sands. As of right now, we're currently not there, still here at this wonderful place of New Gridania, inside our little inn. How to run away. And of course, we have Kiko with us. Kiko Alonso is still here. Kiko Alonso will still be here. Kiko still selling stuff though. As I said, I think it's what, 7:13 right now that we're starting this at, so I'm probably gonna play this until I actually don't know. I might maybe 1 or 2 hours I'll try playing this for, see where we're at. I don't know yet though, I'll have to make a decision later at that. I think 1 or 2 hours is pretty good. Because I think if I remember correctly, I should be at almost 1.5 dozen episodes maybe? I could be wrong. So I'm getting a fair bit of this game out, so I'm happy. Like, get a week's long, like, recording of this game will do me good. Taru, what up? Oh, this is my favorite adventure. Welcome back, Hydaelyn. Hydaelyn awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. Ooh, I have a leisure? Neato. Although I think after this episode, I definitely am turning my heater off. Very hot right now. Understand that the matter of Ramal has finally been resolved. I fear resolve bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightfully claim. Yet I am well satisfied the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough, thank her, sparing no effort. They are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purposes, however, eludes us still. I see. I've been meaning to ask, but Alize quite well? I feel as if I haven't scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alize has chosen to walk her own path, Seven Girl, but you may be assured their destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust Eorzean report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Alphano, what up? I feel like my character's always missing something. Good to see you again, Hydaelyn. Yay, I'm back. Hi, everybody. I'm terrified that one thingy on my back goes through my arm. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelves Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. That we can strike Roma from the list. So who's next? Sagahin and Leviathan. The Lord of the World has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While Sagahin remain in as aggressive area, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices for a time at least. For a time bears repeating, we can ill afford to fall complacent. And as Ishtola says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when a next primal will return to plague the land. As being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? Oh crap. Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend upon it. Indeed, so then, of all the no primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Gridania. Wait, I mean Garuda. Who's a primal of the Ixal who lived near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. Anyways, so many malms to cover. Would there be any more efficient way to conduct our surveys? Were he still with us, we should not have wanted for a more practicable solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? One step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Arrow will handle all matters pertaining to the selves under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment of respite. You have earned it. I need more respite than you. There's something else out of here. And my character in a depression. Beg pardon, a man named Lahabrea spawning a red mask and robed in black, 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Ascians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? God, this bodes ill. Let's take advantage of present law and primal hostilities and investigate this Lahabrea. Learn all we can of him and designs I dread to this. What? Dr. Rose screaming, eek? Tataru? I forget why she screams eek. Hey, it's one of the sylphs. Whoa. A sylph? Hydaelyn. Long last, this one finds walking one Hydaelyn. This one is most dependable of these ones. Sent by Elder One Phyrexian to help walking ones. This one is called Eorzea. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Taru finally found somebody of equal height. Just pleased to meet you, Eorzea. We got a new friend. I like friends. Hey, Sacred. I pray the officer thought my well for my current investigation yields some curious results at present and pondering how best to proceed. Oh crap. Better put my other abilities on, you never know. Yes, Tataru is ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you and I, I'm afraid. But it's all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite. Hydaelyn drawn into the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight. Fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Means Jesus is pissed. That's the end of part 2. Oh god. That was part 2? My god, part 2 was a long one. Wow. Although I will say, we have gotten a fair bit done. I am proud of this. Because I actually did go check the cutscenes off screen. And just so happens I have a fair bit of the game getting done. I forget how far I got though. I know I got more done than I thought I was. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Hydaelyn. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as Lahabrea. This is an ideal moment to do so. Our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians. Only the destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised that these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. My fears prove to be reality. We must do all in our power to stop them. In what ways? Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames and Ulda to inquire further how you'd go about the investigation thereafter. I leave wholly to your discretion. Whatever you do, never forget they were dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Hydaelyn. I will never surrender. Oh, God. Oh, the yawns are coming back. They're in full swing. Either A, it means I'm tired, or B, I need caffeine. Which, if I need caffeine, theoretically, I am probably tired. Although I got good sleep last night. I like passed out in my bed right before 11, woke up like around 4 or 5-ish, and then kept waking up off and on. I think by the time I ended up in bed, I think it was almost 6:40 when I woke up, so I got a lot of sleep last night. Maskman, ah yes, you're on behalf of the Scion, of course, yes, as we already relate to Lady Mephilia, there's been a sighting of this rogue near the eastern Thanalan. Brass Blade, stationed at Highbridge, described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Huron. Fate can be a cruel mistress. Could not be too quickly to spare. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folks are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of the target. You could do well more than to speak with a merchant named Hibaru? I'm gonna go with Hibaru. Bell is always starved for customers, and he's no doubt welcome your attention. Whether or not you have the coin or on your mind depends on you. Oh. Okay, so it's your character. I'm go. Oh, the yawn's coming back. It's fierce. Alright, hear that? Fly straight up in the air. We go fly high. And if we're looking for the bridge, we are going this way. I remember it sparingly. Although, if I remember right, I had a hell of a fight on this bridge I had to deal with. I was fighting something on this bridge. I do remember it. It's probably something that I hated. Hey, look, it's Hibaru. Welcome to Highway Adventure. Well, whatever you seek, I hear Hibaru can't provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? Not sure I've seen one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of my many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, I may have to learn a thing or two, eh? Oh, dick. De Inglés. Northall began excavating the roads below. I had hoped that High Ridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. And with Beastman raised, folk are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get this venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though, nor for my business to survive. I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. I spend a bit of coin to help the struggling merchant. Maskman, bah. So I'll take your bloody Maskman. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Alright, bye, friend. Oh, an excavation. Master, we see him here not only a crow, too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me that he's otherwise a figment of the imagination, but those known about him otherwise. Alright, the other two are actually on the bridge. I'll never understand why your character's face looks like they're running in their piss. Trail of Maskman, I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. He said he wears a black hooded robe, and it looks bright suspicious. That's all I can say, little it is, though. Oh. Impassive merchant. Seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, or do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters looking about. Folks have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kieran attacks, or Kieran raids, but none but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. That sucks. Yeah, but yeah, I actually noticed that like your character makes this like angry face, like they're like trying to justify being like running fast. But I noticed that if you get hit and then you do it, you actually lose that expression and it looks weird. So you just have the blank expression. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for the rudeness earlier, it's just a thing. Things are tough for us merchants at the moment. Kieran raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Thanks, bud. Has information shortly lead you to La Brea. I finally got some honest to God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from the cliff over Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man, your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. It was if in answer, some Kieran appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far of earshot to hear anything. After the group had dispersed in Idea Kingdom, if you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It could be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? Some sound, reliable information, if I do say so myself? Well, worth all the lingering with you doing, wouldn't you say? Yes. Now I'm going to use the smoldering coal to cause a bunch of wild animals to come out, and then I'm going to... Or should I say, a group of beast tribes people to come out so I can kill them. Yeah, you gotta be fair. You don't want to reject our humanity, you never know what might come of it. Alright, so where the hell are we at in this? Still like the fact... I still keep thinking of like all the stuff we've already been through in this game. It seems like we haven't done that much. But there's so much we've gotten done. Although it makes me really want to play Heaven's Word right now. I really like Heaven's Word. Then I really want to play before I forget all the dungeons. Because I am going to forget these dungeons and then I'm going to die a lot. How the hell do you get up there? I see where you're at now. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was perhaps the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, you wanna fight, eh? You wanna fight, eh? I'm a pugilist. I'll beat the crap out of you with my karate. Immediately gets an arrow to the knee. Oh, my knee! You know, I used to be an adventurer like you before I took an arrow to the knee. And Miss those days, they were so funny. I thought I was beginning an itch for Skyrim again, but I'm just like, no, because I gotta go back and download all the mods I had. I do not want to re-download all that, because the amount of mods I downloaded were so many in the gigs. It's insane. Back so soon, were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Of course I did. The scroll bears a prayer to Realm, the destroyer of worlds. In case you're unfamiliar, Ragar is the guardian deity of the Mhigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Mhigo. I think this masked man of yours is very well connected, I must confess. God damn it. I hate getting those little damn things on my glasses. It makes me not see. I must confess, merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. Self-same merchant also senses danger ahead and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? No. Help you with your investigation. The Alamegan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Mhigo over in Seventh Umbral. Just so you know what to expect. The settlement's favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ulda. The hearts of the Eorzeans are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has her relocated to Little Mhigo. Her name is Hira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'll be obliged if you can send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. So this is it then. I'd hope that you would linger here for a while. Call some fiends, spend some coin. What have you? But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Oh, thank you. Alright. Which means we gotta head this way. Okay, I have a general idea where to go. Yeah, but besides this game, I've also really wanted to play some Metal Gear. I can't play Metal Gear. You can't stream it on Twitch unless you have a capture card and stuff, which is kind of stupid, but I guess the reasoning behind it was I guess there's music that plays in it or something that is copywritten, and because it's copywritten, they don't really want people playing it. Alright, sorry guys for the abrupt end to the last episode, or just the beginning bit there. Unfortunately my internet just died, so I couldn't get back on. And if anybody knows anything about Final Fantasy XIV, unfortunately you can't do anything with this game if you have no internet. Literally, where am I? Crap. Okay, I gotta get back at this. Yeah. I actually was much further down here than I was in this when I spawned in. So let's see, I was heading right through here when my internet crashed. Oh, I was pissed. I thought maybe the Final Fantasy XIV servers crashed, or maybe they were doing maintenance that I didn't see. But no, it turns out it was just my end, which was strangely disappointing. I've been sitting here for a good 1 or 2 hours, just sitting here waiting, well, probably a little over an hour, waiting for it to come back, and I played more Boy in the background. It abruptly crashed earlier, so I kind of just got off and said, screw this. Although I know this episode needs at least another 10-minute minimum, so I'll probably play this for a bit longer. Hihibaru's my father. He said what? So I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man. I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bell, but none of the others here have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gondabold, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Well, that's not good. Why doesn't he like outsiders? I'm a nice guy. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. I'm Jesus Christ. Would you like to be hearing the tale of the Mormons? Looking for a masked villain, you say? Why should we help you, pray? Because if he's a villain, I don't think he wouldn't bother you. We struggle enough without him to answer the whim of every outsider. You're not welcome here. Be gone. It's when you dab on him. Like, your people are all gone. My people live rightfully so. Alright, so let's sit there and see. Gotta head over this way. Yosubu? Flame Commander. Well, met adventure, I'm Gizabird, head of security here at Little Mhigo. I heard that you had business with Gondabold. Knowing the bristly old bear, I doubt he had you tell you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I will try my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's wrong you brought you here, might it be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for Amaja to the south here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they're like to have seen it. I had in mind to take each a cup of sweet Thanalin tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'll all be the more willing to tell you what they know. They give them free stuff. They will tell you where they belong. Now my character runs angrily. Run! Run! But what game I plan to play next, I do not know. Final Fantasy XIV being near its closure is a long ways off. But if I get a lot of episodes done for this... Oof. Mass Effect 3, boys. Why ain't you consider it, my thanks, friend. What's that, a masked villain hiding around among the refugees? Like it's not. Me and my compatriots live here and go about as they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their mind. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Yeah, but as I said, maybe I'll get Mass Effect 3 done in the background if I get enough of this game done. Works out in my favor. Whew. You there, you're on the job? No, then carry on. Would you like some tea? Ah, this fiesta aroma. It must have been forever since I had a drop of sweet vanillin. Going to enjoy this. What a masked man. Don't you know? Don't care. Don't know, don't care. Unless he got dark scaly sin, stands 10 feet, foams tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. That's kind of him. I wonder what the last one's got to say. Shoo, don't bother me. If Alma's overrun us, I'm blaming you. How about I give you some tea? For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry, such as masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not. What was the mask and the robe? But assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Ooh. Yeah, that. Although I will say, not being able to play this did put a damper on my plans. I was hoping to actually, you know, get a couple episodes of this done today. At least a couple more, but I guess 2 will have to work for now. I might have some time in the morning tomorrow to play it. That or I'll probably just stick to what I was doing, which is I'm going to beat the ever-living hell out of Heroes Gauntlet again. Alright. That would tell the Gilsvert. Got any further into your investigation? Seems to me you'll need the cooperation of Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. So you're determined to press on with your investigation? Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking and all, but the Alamegans are bound to something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, liberation of their home from the Garleans. God of all belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start asking them. Oh, I gotta run all the way back. Oh, it's that goddamn chocobo. I was like, what the hell's making that noise? Oh, damn it. I'm forgetting to use this. What's the point of a flying mount if you're not going to use it? On the road again. Up in the sky, but I'm on the road again. Birdie. God, that bird got no eyes. Taru's still sitting around. Trying to think. I should be able to get done with chapter 3 of this one, or part 3. Welcome back, Hydaelyn. How fares the investigation? I see, given all that they have suffered, it is little wonder that the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in enemy clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Sigh, what could be done to ease their hardships? I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let's deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there's an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. The Alamegan comrade is named Habert. He joined our cause in hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spared no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Harbert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Right. Yeah, but I want to say part 3 of Realm Reborn, I want to say will end the Umbral era, and then we'll get to the Ancestral era after this. That would be fun. Because I think those are all level 50 missions. Visit Hydaelyn Zhed, the Silence Rising Star. Is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Low Alamigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name is no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be under the Alamigan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I have no more friends in resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mills. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Another round. Okay, you want to introduce you to the resistance? Ah, why the hell should I do that? Give me one reason. Harbert said, that worthless horse son, he abandoned his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realized Harbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mefford, a captain of resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Friend. I am Mefford, a proud man of the Alamigan resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Garlean said. His wound's gone infested and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. Damn it, I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. Garlean dies, his blood is on their hands. His Cornell cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventure, go to her and try. Alright. Run right back to the same person I was already talking to. I'm after some bad shape, you say. I'm sorry, but there's not what I can do. No, truly I do. They're my countrymen, after all. Would that mean going against the elemental's will? I've been a quarry mill not long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the Hamlet's resident healer. If you take them out of her, might be as she'll listen, though I doubt it'd get my hopes up. I wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventure, but I'm afraid I have the authority, not the authority to grant you your wish. Authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the 12's wood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast of men grown, are judged of a night whether they have been placed beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Or so it may seem, they do not have the leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Ooh, he's gonna be pissed. That's how it be then. The bloody hare might as well kill Garlean herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on the bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I led my men to Quarry Mill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here won us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell, Garlean can't even stand. well know the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you eventually. My homeland, long antelope horn, is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt. Okay. However, I think I'm going to be ending this episode right here. I know I said I'd try to make it a little bit longer, but I feel like it's been on long enough. I think I had it about 10 minutes. This episode might end up being a tiny bit shorter. It could end up being about the same. I don't remember what time I started the last episode, so if this is a shorter one, I will apologize in advance. I can't really help it, guys. I actually am getting quite tired, and I actually like to take a break. As I said, I don't know why my internet decided to conk out, but it did. With it being clocked out, I can't really do anything. Besides wait for it to turn on, and it took it almost an hour and 20 minutes. I think I had 20 minutes in on the last one. I could probably do a quick double check. Alright guys, so I actually did check it. I got about 20 minutes. I got a little over 20 minutes into that one, so that ain't bad. Not bad at all. So with that, I'm going to be ending this episode here, so please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. When we come back, ladies and gents, we will be pushing back to Quarry Mill, and we will be getting those antelope horns to help the Alamegans cure one of their injured allies. So, see you guys next time. Thanks.